Hi everyone, Deathclaw Girl here, and welcome to another one of my videos. In this video, we're going to be taking a tour and location of the Mothman Sanctuary. It first appeared in the Atomic Shop April the 23rd, 2024. As a standalone, you could buy it for 700 atoms, or you can get the bundle for 1200 atoms. That also came with the, I think, camouflage, Chinese stealth armor, and the pawn shop vending machine. I went with the bundle. To build this, now this is actually the second video I made because, yeah, I had some difficulties with this because there are actually two of these Mothman sanctuaries. So even when I used the news section, this was what the problem was. When I used the news section, for some reason, it was only putting out a certain one of the Mothman things. So let me explain real quick. Like I said, there are two of them. One of them will produce acid, like this one. So if you walk up to it and you don't see this box, even if it's an empty box, you put out the wrong one. So you can put out two different ones at a camp, and you can only put out the non-acid one in a shelter. So again, you can build it in a shelter, just not the resource one. And it looks like you can build both of these in the camp, but let me get to it. So you're going to be looking for resources. Yeah, ignore the news section for this one because it is a little bit confusing. And just go over to resources. It's going to have its own area right under the apothecary and the collectrons. Yeah. So here it is. You can only build one. That'll also give you a good hint that you're building the correct one. You can only build one in a camp. Again, you cannot build this version in a shelter. So no resources in a shelter. Now, according to this, it does not need any electricity. It does have a light though, so we'll see if we can turn it on now that I got the correct one out. Yeah, if you want to build the one that just looks pretty, you're going to go over to floor decor, and you're going to be looking for snow globes and the plushie. So for me, it was pretty far down, so I had to go pretty far down to find the one that is just for looks. Again, you're looking for the snow globes and the plushies. Once you see those, you should find the area that this is in. So here's the plushies, here's the snow globes, forklift. Here is the Mothman Sanctuary. Now it looks like you can build up to 3 of these that are just for looks. I'm gonna go ahead and put one out. This is the one you can build in a shelter. I was able to build it in a shelter, and my very first video actually started out in a shelter. So again, when you walk up to the one that is just for looks, it's not going to have anything to interact with. So I did want to tell you that. No interaction, so that you know the difference. When you walk up to the one that produces acid, it's going to have that box pull up, and we're up to 2 now. So I'm assuming it's going to hold up to 10, just like the butterfly one. But let's go ahead and go into camera mode. Get a good look at it. I really like, see if I can do the camera down, the Mothman mask on a potted plant. Looks like we do have sunflowers. The potted plant to me looks dead. There is a lamp, and it seems to have its own generator for the lamp that's plugged in. I don't see that it's working, but it's also very bright out here. Let's see. I'm not sure what that is, but maybe it's some type of food for the moth. We also have a lantern. Some more, those are the sunflower planters. Oops, too far down. This is the back of the cage. And inside, yeah, sorry, my adjustments on the camera aren't the best. Inside the cage, looks like, I don't know, it looks almost like a pear tree. I do see some pears and some flowers. Let's go to the front. And you see the moths. So there's at least, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 to 6 of them. They keep phasing in and out, so I don't know if they're, oh, and there's a skull. I didn't notice that before. Let's see if we can get it nice. Yep, too close. Look at it. Oh, I'm keep going through the floor. See if I can go down and look in this bottom area. I thought it looked like it had, from here it looks like skeletons and pieces. See it? I'm too close. And then when I get close enough to actually look in, everything disappears. So, yeah. All right. Now you can lock this up if you want to. You just highlight it once you're in camp build mode. There we go. The L2 or lock button should trigger, and then I always just go with number 3. I think it costs maybe a little bit more and you have to put in more resources, but yeah. That way now you can see that the word locked is on it. So I'm going to let this run. And I'll let you know later just how many acids produced. But first, I'm going to try to figure out this light. That was the one thing this entire time I was messing with it. Also, I could swear in the pictures in the atomic shop, the door is open. And it doesn't seem, this one or the one that's just for looks, doesn't look like any of these. Let me show you the picture I'm referring to. Neither one of the doors open. But in this the very first picture, I think, of the Mothman. Is it Mothman? Yeah, Mothman Sanctuary. You see the doors open and you can see inside. And in this picture, it does, to me, shows like, yeah, here you go. The lights work. So maybe it has to be dark before it works out to be that way. I'm going to see if any of my, yeah, I could take you in a shelter that's dark, but I don't have, and I think it's let's see. Yeah, we got a ways to go before it's dark. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video. What I'll do is I will add some notes, or players will add some notes as to how much this sanctuary will hold. I'm assuming 10, just like the butterfly one. How long it takes for it to produce. So it's usually like 1 every 10 minutes, but it might be faster. So if there's anything you want, oh, I think is the light working? Yeah, I think maybe they are on. It's just really bright where I'm at. So I think the light should be automatic. So if you have any questions about this Mothman Sanctuary, something I did not test or talk about, throw them in the comments. Again, there are 2 different versions. I had a... Well, first, I'm laughing because I didn't know it. When I first got this, I didn't know there was 2 different versions. So when I put out the first version, which is just for looks, I thought the thing was broken. I couldn't figure out why. I couldn't find the square where all the things are put that it produces, like the acid. And then also I'm trying to open the door and the door won't open. So I think the door, I'm going to go ahead and collect. See if that does anything. About transferring. Nope. Okay. To me, if they show a picture of it opening, it should open. Just so I can see the tree inside. And it doesn't. Oh, there it goes again. I think it's faster than 10 minutes. Maybe every 5 minutes it produces acid. But yeah, I cannot figure out how to open the door. But yeah, having 2 different ones messed me up. It was a funny video, but yeah, it took like a half hour. And even at the end of the video, I still had not figured it out. So once I got off the video, then I'm thinking, resource. It was because it was in the resource. So my suggestion is do not mess with the ones in the new category. It didn't seem to put out, because that's what I did next. I noticed there were 2 different ones. So I put out a different one, but it still didn't seem to be the right one because no box was showing up. Okay, well, I think I'm starting to ramble now, so let me end this video. Again, questions, some in the comments. Otherwise, hopefully this tour and location helped you out, whether or not you want to get the Mothman Sanctuary. Look for notes. Otherwise, that's it for me. Deathclaw Girl out. Happy gaming, happy shopping, happy building. Check you guys later.
Want more? Like, share, and leave a comment.